Hi, and welcome back to the official Hajime tutorial video series. In this video, I'll show you how to install Hajime on Linux desktop. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you what exactly a startup script is. Here's a scenario. You're playing on a Minecraft server you joined and suddenly you get kicked out. Now what happened here? It could be a server crash or something else, but whatever it is, the server needs to come back up ASAP. Introducing Hajime. It can restart your server for you and do so beautifully. And to sweeten that deal even more, it turns out Hajime has benefits other than just restarting your server. In fact, it has some awesome features we're going to look at later. But for now, let's just set up Hajime. Okay, time to start installation. To start, we need to download it. Let's go to the GitHub releases page. Let's open a browser and go to the official Hajime website. I'm going to open up Chrome, enter hajime.sh into your browser of choice. Okay, now that we're here at the website, scroll down, look for Get Hajime, look for the Linux box on the left, go to the GitHub releases page right here. Okay, now that we're here at the GitHub releases page, we look for the latest version, which in our case is 0.1.10. And now looks like we have a lot of options for Linux. This depends on what platform you're using to host your server on, but in my case, I'm using AMD 64, which is also known as x86 64. So I'm going to download it right here. I'm going to open a file browser. Let's navigate to our Minecraft server folder. Let's drag and drop Hajime there. Now let's right click, open with Archive Manager, extract, enter. Extraction completed successfully, close, X out. Now we can delete the zip file. Now if we have one more step because we're using Linux. We need to right click, properties, go to permissions, and now check mark this, allow executing file as program. Okay, now that we're ready to get started with installation. Let's open up a terminal. Let's drag it over, make it a little bigger. Now let's go to our special Minecraft server folder. I just press the tab key so it fills in the spaces for me. Okay, now let's do ls to display what we have in the folder. Now let's execute Hajime by doing ./h, and I just press the tab key, but you can just press the Hajime keys. Okay. Config file doesn't exist. Let's do an attended installation. So I'm going to enter 1. Now let's enter a Hajime config file. So enter Y. Now this depends on what language you want to use, but because we're speaking English right now, we're going to do English, so we can choose 1 or 2. Now we need to enter a server file. Let's enter one manually, so we want to do 1. Now we need to enter a configuration for the server file, so let's still do this manually. Okay, this depends on what you want in particular. It's your personal preference, but I'm going to use Iker's flags. Okay, we need to enter a different server file because by default, Hajime assumes we're using a vanilla server file. So let's enter it manually by entering free. Now let's enter what we're using, which is paper-1.18.1-186.jar. Okay, we don't want to create another server file, so let's just enter n. Now we need to create the servers file. Now we need to make Hajime start upon the host booting. I don't want to do this right now, so let's just enter n for no. Okay, let's start up Hajime right now, so let's enter y. Okay, we're in. Let's enter t or term. And after that, we either enter 1 because in this case, the server is Fred1 or my server because that's the default server configuration name. Just let's do T1. Okay, now let's stop Hajime because it wants us to enter something in eula.txt. So let's go here, look for eula.txt. This isn't working. Let's just do nano eula.txt. Let's move down. EULA equals true. Now let's start up Hajime again by doing the same command we did to start it up when we first did the setup installer. Okay, we're back. Let's do T1. We're into the My Server terminal. Let's just wait for it to do its thing. Keep waiting. Okay, it's done. Let's enter a command to make sure it works. TPS, then looks like our TPS is just fine. MSPT for milliseconds per tick. Looks like we're good because we just started up. So now let's go into Minecraft. I actually have Minecraft right here. Let's join our server to make sure it works and to try out those cool features I showed you earlier. Multiplayer, I set up a localhost server, but let's just do direct connection. This will join the server that we just set up right now here. Join server. Okay, now that we're in, we can do on the Hajime commands by doing .h for help. Now we can see all the commands that Hajime offers as of the latest release. However, later releases may offer more or fewer commands. So we have coin flip, die, discord, Hajime, h, help, name, time, and uptime. These are the commands that are available right now. Let's try coin flip. Flip the coin and got tails. Let's try it again. We got heads. Let's try rolling a die. Roll the die and got 5, 5, 2. Let's try Hajime. The server is using Hajime 0.1.9. Now, this is actually an error with the latest release, but this will be fixed in the next release. We can click it to go to the official Hajime website. You can do Discord to get the official Hajime Discord invite link. You can go here for discussion, development updates, and support about Hajime. You can click it to go there. Let's try uptime. Server uptime is 2 minutes and 0.33 hours. Let's try again. That's just an iris thing. Time. Let's view the local time of the server, and that looks about right. Okay, that's actually about it to install Hajime and get it up and running. I hope you have a great time running your Minecraft servers and making sure they're always running 24/7. I'll see you in the next video.